You know, when you're the black sheep growing up, not only in your family, but maybe even in your community, in your school, just anywhere you go around yourself, you might be the black sheep, the odd one out. And it's just like, it's not even that there's all these bad people around you. It's not even that all the time. Sometimes it could be. But you're just different. And I didn't necessarily grow up around evil people. There's a lot of good people that I grew up around as well. But when you're different and you start to prove it more and more and more as time goes on, these people start to feel some type of way about you, which makes things toxic. The fact that you're changing and progressing in life, and maybe these people are staying still and they're getting caught stagnant when you're on the move. It can cause a lot of these people to be very jealous of you, envious of you, and there's nothing fun about being in that position, because you now have people that was around you that used to be on board with you that are now not on board with you. And it's a tough thing to deal with, because you're setting yourself apart. And a lot of these people don't want to accept your path in life. So it makes things difficult. So this makes you the sheep, the odd one out. And this whole time, a lot of these folks can pretend like they're not watching you or anything like that, but I'll tell you right now, but they're all watching all the time. Everything you do. They're not saying nothing to you, but people are watching. And the crazy thing about this is, some of these people will even turn on you and try to sabotage your life. And this is what makes you start to view them as kind of a bad person, even though at one point they might not have seemed that way. People can change, and sometimes not change for the better. I've seen so many people, bro, especially when I was younger, better versions of who they used to be than they are right now, being older. Like, as you get older, you're supposed to get better, not the other way around. But a lot of people in life lack discipline. A lot of people in life get fat, out of shape, develop bad habits like drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, a whole bunch of crazy stuff. So, when you are the one, the chosen one, that does the right things in life, you're putting yourself in a position to be watched, to have all eyes on you, because that's what your calling is. This is what happens when you grow up around a lot of average people, because that's what I grew up around, is a lot of average people that didn't want better. And like I said, not all of those people were ever just the worst people on earth, but it kind of feels like it starts to become that way after a while. The way they start to view you and treat you for no reason, to the point where you have to cut them off because they're doing ridiculous shit. And this is what I've dealt with in the past, and I don't really deal with this to this day, but I know they still be watching. I just don't let shit affect me. I don't really pay no mind to it. It's just, people are going to do what they're going to do at the end of the day. That's what I understand, but I'm just telling you guys the truth that these things happen, and I want to comfort you guys in maybe these situations that might happen to yourself. You could be on your journey starting out right now and things are getting weird. I don't know which point you're at, but ridiculous shit happens, bro, when you change yourself as a person. Things happen. When you force yourself to level up, when you force yourself to change the person you used to be, things happen. People don't want to accept it. A lot of people, their identities stop at such a young age. And you did the opposite. You grew your identity past what they have grew theirs. And your identity to this day continues to grow and evolve and develop, because it's a never-ending thing. And with these people, bro, they don't move that way. So when you do, they're going to watch you. And some of these people, like I said, will turn so negatively against you that they will try to do something. They'll do something to throw you off. They're just watching every move, and I wouldn't be surprised if you showed up somewhere and people plan to go where you're going because they know you're going there. Not even that they're going to physically harm you, but people are weird, bro. This is something that's never happened to me. No one's ever tried to jump me. No one's ever tried to do nothing like that to me. But people have done very weird things. People are creeps, bro. Creeps. People's watching you more than you know, bro, if you're that black sheep that I'm talking about. Trust. You don't even know what's going on. People studying you like a book, and you don't understand how much they watch your shit. Whatever you're doing. You could be on social media, you could be anywhere, you could be doing anything you want. People's gonna try to pay attention. This is why I always tell you guys to stay as low-key as possible. Especially staying off so many different social media apps. I keep it very plain and simple. But people will still find a way to find you, bro. There's people that have found me on certain things and I don't even know how they did it. I don't even understand. People I used to know, and it's ridiculous, really. But this is the world we're in. We have so much access. This is no surprise. I'm just letting you guys know what people are like, and not everybody wants the best for you, I'll tell you that much. They don't want to accept what you're becoming. So they watch everything you do. They try to do something about it. They try to calculate what you're going to do and do negative things, think negative things, and they're creepy, bro. They're legit creepy people, and some of you guys might have very severe of these gang stalkers coming at you or something and actually might try to physically harm you. I don't know. But weird things happen, bro, when you set yourself apart. And nobody will understand it until they do it. Nothing is the same. People don't view you the same because you're not the same. But they have a hard time with you. And people that don't do this will never understand it. They will never understand what it is like. All because you want better for yourself. All because you have a little bit of dedication. Having a little bit of dedication today is deemed as like not normal. Like you're supposed to fit into society. How dare you try hard? How dare you give life your all and become the best version of yourself? It goes, and this is normal, bro. Like it goes to show how many negative people are in this world. And you don't know it until you know it. Because if you fit in with these people, they're not going to be negative to you. As soon as you start to try, that's when you notice these things. And all of a sudden, nothing's the same. People are not the same. Nothing's the same. And it's because you're so high up that you make them feel bad. So they treat you bad in return. The fact that you're up so high. But we get up so high for a reason. A lot of it had to do with our past and just who we are as people to begin with. This is what we're destined to do. Chosen. You were chosen for something. Destined. And subconsciously, these individuals know it. They know it. That's why they treat you the way they treat you, bro. That's why they be watching every single thing you do. Paying close attention. They're gonna try to get any little thing they can on you, bro. Anything. It's fucking weird. They can't just talk to you like a normal person. They can't try to be a part of your life like a normal person. They can't respect you like a normal person. They can't talk to you like a normal person. It's just they gotta be weird about shit. Weirdos that are unwilling to accept who you are. Like, they can't be around you, bro. I couldn't have one of these individuals in my place right now, just here. They're just weird, bro. Like, they just act unusual. Like, I'm literally calm as a cucumber. And they're all fidgety, acting weird, and it's like, what the fuck is going on, man? I can't even communicate with this person. I can't do nothing with this person at all. That's because most people in this world are just looped. They either have drug problems, problems with alcohol, problems with something. So when you have limited problems, because that's how hard you work on yourself, when they come around you, they don't feel comfortable. You feel very secure and comfortable with who you are. They don't. That's why I can't get around so many individuals, bro. And that's why whenever I show up, people feel like the man just entered the facility. And a lot of these people be haters, bro. A lot of these people don't want you to be the man. They want to be the man, but they don't want to do the work. So, but best believe these be the same people, bro, watching you from a distance. Wanted to even keep in contact a little bit. They just do weird shit. These people are weird. They can't be straight up. And this all happens when you're the black sheep, when you set yourself apart. This is what happens. And you will never know this until you know this. You will never know it until you experience it yourself. Other people be like, oh, calm down. What are you talking about? What is this? What is this? You've clearly never experienced it, buddy. You have never done probably anything to even experience anything like that. I, at one point in time, did not experience that. I thought everybody was normal, whatever. It doesn't matter how well you do or whatever. People's going to treat you good. When you change, and that's what happens. It's when you change. When you change, bro, people around you change as well. Because they start to view you differently. They start to treat you differently. And not always in a good way. Which is bad. Because if you're getting better and they start to treat you worse, it goes to show who is actually around you. A bunch of jealous, bitter haters. For no reason. You hating, bruh, for no reason. But they can't help it. This is what they have to do. So you know what you have to do as a chosen one. Continue to go your way and be the black sheep that you are. And the rest will fall into place. You will get with people that understand you in your life and understand that you're never staying the same. You'll continuously grow. You're always going to be you in your body. You got the same meat suit, but this can grow a lot. The things you do change. And if you do the work, you just get better over time and you make those adjustments. And a lot of people don't want to do those things. A lot of people just want to get worse, not better. So when you get better, a lot of bitter haters come out of the woodworks, and they be the same people watching everything you do. They can't help it. They can't accept your growth. They can't accept that you have the path that you're on in life, and they're not on it, or they're not on a good one themselves. This is what it's like, and it's weird. I believe I am past the worst of it, by far. It used to be bad, bro. Like, this shit I'm speaking on right now, bro, this is not even really shit that I acknowledge much today. It used to be bad. But that's why I'm giving you guys this video, is because you might be going through this right now. You might be experiencing this right now. You might be fresh out of experiencing it. It was bad for me in between the ages of, let's say, 19 to 24, bro. It was horrendous. So many misunderstandings. You're misunderstood so much. You completely change as a person. You're not the person you used to be. And you start to move the right way. So you used to be a person that was kind of moving with everybody else, right? When you stop moving that way and you start to go your way, trust me, bro, you're going to be misunderstood, laughed at, hated on, talked about, watched. People's just, basically throwing you under the bus when you start to become a better version of yourself. And sometimes people are a little bit blind and they can't see that. Sometimes maybe people think you're doing the wrong things, but you're actually doing the right things. Doing the right things oftentimes does not look so pretty when you start to do the right things. Things get a little bit ugly before they get better. You know the saying, it's going to rain before the sunshine comes out. She's going to downpour. When it rains, it pours, bro. And that's kind of what it's like. So, things are very odd at first. As a chosen one, when you decide to truly choose yourself and walk the path that you're supposed to walk, regardless of anything. You're not like everybody else. You knew this since birth. But you kind of just was in a position at one point in time where you kind of had to be like everybody else, because you're in school with everybody else. You're doing everything like everybody else. As soon as I got out of school, bro, that's when it all changed so fast. Because now I can finally make a decision for myself. Oh my God. It's a miracle. Because when I was in school, I genuinely felt like I was in prison. I can't make a decision for myself. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to finish grade 12. And then I'm going to make decisions for myself. I don't have to go to college right now. I don't got to go to university. I don't got to do this. I don't got to do that. I can do what my mind believes I should do. By quieting the entire room and thinking things through. Working hard and really thinking deep into thought, like, what can I really do in this life? And that's what I've done, and I've worked so hard. And that will get you further than you'll ever imagine. Through all the trials and tribulations. It's a beautiful process. It's a beautiful journey. It's ugly, but it's very pretty. It's ugly before it gets pretty. It's going to pour before you see any glory. But I promise you, things change, and things have changed for me, and it's not like it used to be, but at the same time, things will always be that way a little bit. You just kind of start to teach people after a while the real truth, and you start to be undeniable. But it's a very unusual path for chosen ones at first. Especially at first. It's going to be like that for years, bro. You're going to be losing your damn mind. The thing is, you don't give that up. You don't start to fall into society and be like, you know what, I'm just going to do this now. I'm just going to go over here now with these people. You have to keep going your way and fight the good fight. Because when you win that fight, you win in life. And it's going to be, like I said, a lot of years of a lot of crazy shit. There had to have been, bro, like 5 or 6 years in a row where it was bad. I just hated everything. I hated everybody. I was misunderstood. I hate that shit, bro. People don't want to communicate. And when you communicate with people about who you really are, they don't even want to hear it. They don't want to believe what you believe. That's the problem. People don't want to believe that you're going to go out there and do what you want to do. They would just rather not. So they turn on you. They hate you. They turn on you, bro. It's weird, but it's what happens, and we don't ask for it to happen, but it just happens. And it's something you have to deal with, and it's not easy. I was so pissed off at everybody, bro. Like, I was so pissed at, like, everybody. But you have to stay focused on the task at hand. And that's what I did. I used all that fuel into my life. Put yourself up so high, bro, you're not being denied. And that's what it's going to be. That's the only option, bro. It's the only option. So regardless of what's going on, you got to do what you got to do as that black sheep. Go that way, bro, because if you don't, you will regret it. If you don't, your life is pretty much over. I've told some people to their face before that their life was over. And they did not take it well, but they knew I was telling them the truth. And some people, they just don't have that strength. They don't have that strength that you have, and sometimes hearing the truth for some people can be very, 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 very hard to take in. But telling the truth is the most loving thing you could do to somebody. That's why I don't understand when I make certain videos on certain topics and people get their panties in a knot. You put your panties on backwards. What are you doing? That's what I don't understand, because I'm really helping. Nothing I ever do is to just attack. We're helping. The truth is your friend. The truth will help you more than you'll ever know. Acknowledging the truth is the best thing you or anybody could do. So, and it could be hard to hear sometimes, but it's what you have to hear. I've forced my mind and my ears and everything for such a long time to surround myself with the truth. To hear words from other people in the world over the internet. To hear words of truth come into my ears and accept it all. And that's how you can change yourself. It's by hearing all that truth. Don't just listen to what you want to listen to. Listen to what you must listen to get better. That's what everybody has to do today. Especially today. Time is running out. And I'm about to make a video more in depth on what I mean by that. And it's going to be gold. We'll be back.